All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Yu Yu Hakusho, episode 26.
All right.
I think this might be the fastest we've ever gone through an arc, in this show so far.
Yeah. Now, we might have a little bit of post-arc kind of
Resolution
and stuff, specifically with regards to, he and his sister.
Yeah.
To kind of have a little bit of a, even though he's not wanting to interact with her, he doesn't want to, bring this whole thing. We need to know why. We need to have a little bit more discussion from Hiei.
Exactly.
At the very least. But also, Yukina and Kuwabara, they,
see if there's any future to that relationship there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot, potentially, because of the way that OP might hint at things. Possibly.
But speaking of the OP, we also then, by that logic, need more from Kuwabara's sister.
This is true.
Because she was introduced at the beginning of this arc, so...
Which is probably intentional, so that, we have an established foundation for stuff going forward.
Yep.
But that's the thing. Where do we go from here? We have met a lot of the higher-ups in the criminal underworld side of things with regards to this world.
One in particular made out like a bandit.
Made so much money. And another one got his face beaten in.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was glorious.
That was so cathartic.
Oh yeah.
Wonderful.
Oh yeah.
So now, all right, our boys. What are we gonna do? Botan, what are you gonna do with these bakas? What are you gonna do with them?
The eternal question.
Exactly. So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. See, we all look at all these people running, right? But there's someone else that's just casually floating around with them. When is he gonna hit the field?
It's a good question. It is a very good question.
Wait, so if he nearly knocks out a target, would he, bib them?
It's just a representation of him sitting in the room, watching them on his TV. Because you couldn't actually have him go with them. He's too powerful.
Wait, what if that's the twist? Is that he's actually got, like, a twin brother that's, like, his eyes out there, invisible, just watching everything. That's where his camera always is. Or it's a clone of him or something.
It happens when his dad gets upset with him and basically kicks him outside.
Invitees to the dark tournament.
Oh, shit. I've heard those two words before.
Me too. Oh, shit.
I just don't get it. Do you have to?
Why?
Thank you for everything you've done. You're so brave.
But what about his fiery soul?
Something's really come over him. I bet he's changing his image.
I bet he saw a movie and now he's acting it out.
No way. I say Kuwabara got rejected by a girl. Bullseye, Miyamoto.
Now wait. Kuwabara was not rejected.
Well, what else do you call Yukina dumping out on him and running back to the ice world?
It's a long-distance relationship. It's romantic.
No. Well, our love is connected by the red string of fate. Yeah.
Maybe you
no
need to
longer
comfort him
sense
sometime.
I can only believe it is there.
Yes.
Watch Hiei emotionally support
There goes your
Kuwabara.
last chance.
That
Hiei.
would be
You
awesome.
really gonna let her just walk off like this without her knowing the truth?
It's not important. She and I have different mothers. We're only half siblings. There's really no point in telling her.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but weren't you looking for her?
It's best
Knowing
to watch
she has
her
a brother.
from distance.
Bruh. See his eye light up
is
there?
that why you got that fake eye put in? To see her?
Nonsense.
Yusuke.
Hey.
Yeah, I exist!
You're late.
Oh.
Here I am.
Good move,
with another
Boten.
successful case for my best project. I must admit, I was about to give you a couple of black eyes. Seems like you're always putting Yusuke up against people he shouldn't be able to beat, just to see what will happen.
Seriously.
That's just a result of your inexperience, Boten. You
Wow.
underestimate his true potential. Why, I'd
That's the
never
Grim
put him
Reaper
in a
you're
fight
talking
I
to
didn't
there.
know he could win.
That's incredible,
Bullshit.
sir. You knew all along.
You betcha!
Koenma, sir, what should we do with the black suit and eulogy I wrote for Yusuke's funeral?
Well, a good leader
Yes.
is always gonna take a few
Yes.
precautions.
Liar!
Sorry, sir. We accidentally left the tape running.
They survived!
Yeah.
What
They
you-
survived!
All right, come on. Come on.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This! They're supposed
Hell
to be
yeah.
Be quiet, sir.
Excellent performance, Toguros. You almost had me fooled.
We have excellent hearing. Once we overheard the boys' plan, it was simple to play along.
Wow.
Though I was afraid I was gonna kill them both before I could fake a believable loss. We're so glad that our client is pleased. Now my brother and I, we have a little favor to ask in
Holy
return.
shit.
Please give us an opportunity to fight with those boys again. This time, seriously.
But of course,
And
Toguro,
intro the
there
Dark
will be two
Tournament.
of the most
Yeah.
anticipated guests in the dark martial arts competition.
Oh
Fantastic.
my god.
All along.
Oh, and take care of the mess upstairs before you leave.
Jesus.
Yeah. He's just broken.
Uh-huh.
Street bum! I'm a street bum!
Jeez.
Oh, fuck. And that was some censorship there, making it all black on the neck.
Yeah, what's gonna be the rationale for them to send Yusuke to the Dark Tournament?
Yeah.
Will it be a thing of where Yusuke's like, no, I'm going. That sounds awesome. Or
Are you done yet? That clerk
Oh.
thinks I'm stealing stuff.
1 second. I found the perfect outfit. You going somewhere?
Who? Me?
Surely you wouldn't have the nerve to run out on
She's
us
the
2 days in a
thing!
Yeah,
row, would
yeah.
you, Yusuke?
he does
Of
too.
course not. Well, the park it is.
I'm sure it just casually happened. It could be anything, you know?
What causes that?
Wait. No! Are they gonna go after... Oh, shit. They're gonna go after Keiko, aren't they? Or is this just to issue the challenge?
Yeah, I think it's for the challenge, yeah.
Who are you?
Already forgotten? Guess
Yeah.
I don't make much of an impression on people.
Glasses underneath the helmet, too.
Right.
No way.
We can never see his eyes.
Yeah. Whoa! Oh!
Wait. Oh, shit.
He's just
Oh,
establishing
shit.
dominance.
Yeah,
Just
uh-huh,
like, by the way, I can kill you right now.
I suggest you come with me for a talk. After all, you wouldn't want something bad to happen to your precious girlfriend.
Oh, where's his brother? His brother's by her.
Yep. Wait,
Kuwabara! Kuwabara!
This is your chance. It's your time.
Use those keen senses, buddy.
Oh! Hey, Keiko!
Yeah. I suppose after a display of speeds like that, he doesn't actually need his brother to threaten Keiko. He's enough of a threat.
Yeah. For all we know, his brother is part of the motorcycle.
Sure.
Surely you didn't think you'd actually beaten me. Money decided that fight long before you entered the ring.
God, that's such a
But don't be
cool
angry.
twist.
yeah.
You might soon have a chance to fight me on fair terms and not get so easily crushed.
Why don't you get to the point, Muscles? I've got better things to do with my time than wasting
He's
with you.
sweating bullets.
Yeah, and
he's
he's
so
trembling.
scared.
You need
I'm
some
kidding.
motivation.
Oh, God.
That's why I've come here. To show you my true power. I only used 20% of my strength when I fought with you and your friend.
Shit.
So why don't I now show you?
100%!
Yeah. Don't bring the whole building down on him.
Well, I think he's making him afraid. That's the point there.
And then he's gonna save him.
Yeah. He's shattering them with blasts of energy.
Shit.
Oh my god. Just a little bit of a forced targeted demolition, you know.
No big deal. No big deal.
Those happen all the time. Yeah, the stamina.
Understand, this is the last time I will save your life.
Wow.
2 months from now, a martial arts competition will be taking place.
Oh, sounds like fun.
His voice acting, though. Oh my god.
It's a dark tournament, organized by greedy human crime lords and drawing on the most vile demons of the spirit world. Each criminal gathers a team of 5 fighters, and the teams battle to the death.
Oh,
Humans enter
teams.
for gambling and
I
entertainment.
love it.
Demons fight for blood and the chance to win the prize. If you refuse, I will immediately kill you and everyone you know. If you want to survive these fights, I suggest you get stronger.
Holy.
Bye. Yeah, just collapse.
Kuwabara saw the whole thing.
Kuwabara!
Holy shit.
Oh!
Beat him.
Wow. Alright, so that's 4.
I assume from your dismal faces that you've been invited to the competition as well. On
Who's gonna be number
Urabeshi's
5?
team, no doubt.
Koenma's gonna be number 5.
Demons who side with humans
Yeah.
will get no sympathy.
Oh, come on. Please let me
For your
Koenma.
sake, I hope you find someone useful.
Jeez. But damn, that is a challenge right there.
That is.
What is our chance? Don't ask.
Yeah, that's not important.
Please tell me you've gotten a little better.
I need to get way stronger.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Kuwabara
Training
Hiei.
against the fast person, yeah.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
Wait, what's tied to his?
Oh shit. He's got weights on.
Wow.
Okay.
Hiei cannot prepare you for the viciousness of the fights. Your weakness and his honor make him go easy on you.
Oh.
I will not.
Okay, come
Okay.
on. Toughen me up.
Okay.
Split stone.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Oh. Wow.
Okay.
In this
All
way,
right.
2 months of training passed.
Wait.
We're just gonna time skip it.
Oh,
All right.
We're going all the way there right now?
5 flames.
Yep. We're all in groups of 5, it looks like.
Okay.
All right.
Costumes.
Showed up yet? What can that dummy be doing now?
Getting Koenma.
He's finding us a 5th fighter.
If we win this competition, I'm gonna get super famous. Yeah, that way Yukina and I can be together forever.
Oh. That's what
precious
he's thinking
boy.
about. That's just
Yeah.
what a guy.
Now that's not necessary.
Come on. Who's...
Genkai is the 5th member.
Guys,
No
Give
way.
me a heart attack, Urameshi.
Oh.
these forest hikes really wiped me out.
Yeah, you look awful. Oh wait, that's just you.
Testing him.
Whoa.
What is this?
Damn, Hiei, is this how you say hello to people now?
You always begin conversations this way.
I don't know where you've been all this time, but it seems you've improved your skills a little bit.
Improved a little bit. Oh man, I'd say he improved a lot of bits.
Don't be discouraged. The fact that you could follow their moves shows that you have improved as well.
Exactly.
I assume the little one over there is going to be the 5th member
Oh,
of
don't call them little. Don't call them little.
That
You mean
glare.
this little guy here?
Oh, no.
He's even smaller than he is. And what's wrong with his face? He
R.I.P.
looks like a mummy or
Kuwabara's
something.
groin.
Oh
Trust
my
me,
god.
that one's gonna be a lot of help to us.
Yusuke and I are all that we'll require.
Wow.
of pesky distractions. Let's all get on board.
Genkai being a part of this just it breaks so many conventions.
I
usually.
know. But I mean, hey, if Yusuke's being strong-armed into this, it makes sense, you know?
What is this
Okay.
strange new world where the Dark Tournament will begin? And can Yusuke even get there alive?
Wow.
Okay. Here we go.
Holy shit. So, we've heard legends
Of the
Dark
tournament arc.
Tournament.
Yeah. It's like, why do you watch Yu Yu Hakusho?
The
well,
tournament
there's
arc.
this tournament arc.
That's just the best tournament arc ever.
Ever. Yeah. So, all right.
And we're just going right there. Like, oh yeah, 2 months of trading passed already. Like,
Yeah.
why dilly-dally with that? Chop, we're on the clock. But okay, so not Koenma.
No, not Koenma.
Koenma would be too powerful. They're like, no.
Koenma.
Koenma was already banned from the Dark Tournament in the past, you know?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, but maybe that's when the face is covered. No.
Kawenma mouthed off to the announcer too many times, and the
Bullshit,
things that he said,
yeah,
exactly. The thing that he said were so obscene.
Oh, actually,
all right,
oh
the
my
Toguro
God.
brothers are alive.
Yeah, I'm so happy because
of course they are,
because
they're too cool. They're too cool to die there.
Well, and it totally felt like it was setting them up to like be that surprise upset that actually beats them, right?
Yeah.
Then it's like, wait,
but
hold
no.
on.
The twist is they threw the fight.
Yep.
They threw the fight intentionally
hired beforehand.
so that they could make the other guy tons of money.
Mm-hmm.
Tons of money.
Yep.
Oh my God. That was brilliant. Brilliant twist. Very simple, but also showcasing that they are all about client loyalty.
Right.
They're professionals.
Mm-hmm.
Someone hired them for way more money. And I mean probably way more money than Tarukane ever could have paid.
And probably beforehand.
Oh, no, that was definitely beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Right.
But that's the kind of thing of where, like, part of him probably winning all that money was like, oh, I need to pay the Toguro, bro.
Right, yeah. I'm going to be giving you like a 20% cut of my winnings from the bets, you know?
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But he probably gave them also, like, here's the minimum you can expect if you do this deal here.
Right.
Because you're essentially going back on another client's thing. So if they hire you, my hiring will supersede all of the things that they hire you.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. And okay. And I'm glad that it ended up being that way because it's a way to show that they still hold to their professional code rather than it being a mercenary thing of, sure, I'll switch sides just because you're offering me more. It's like, no, this was pre-planned.
This was pre-planned, exactly.
Yep. So, okay.
And seeing that this is not just this is a character that's built up with some kind of personal grudge necessarily. Mm-hmm. It was a thing of where he was upset about the fact that because he had to throw the fight, he didn't get as much enjoyment out of the fight with Yusuke that he would have liked.
Right.
And Kuwabara and Yusuke were actually decent. Mm-hmm. And that was the whole twist was that, you guys are actually like actually interesting enough to fight.
Right.
So I want to fight you seriously.
And I want you to get stronger so that it can be as good of a fight as possible.
Right, where I don't have to only beat you at like 30% or something. Because he said he fought them at 20%.
And even then he was setting them up to, you know.
He was throwing basically. Yeah. Which means he might have even been able to beat them then. But I would assume that it wouldn't take more than maybe 30% to really beat them.
Full stomp. Yeah.
Full stomp, exactly.
Yep.
So at 60%, that's what he could do. Mm-hmm. And Yusuke would have zero chance of that.
Like with how fast, because one of the things that we've explored in this show with Kuwabara is the whole idea that while his sword is very powerful, it's about his speed, right? Can he actually land the hits? And with the fact that the oldest of the Toguro brothers can get ridiculously strong, the other question is he fast enough? But what he was displaying with Yusuke is that no. He is plenty fast. He is blindingly fast. You couldn't, even if you could move, even if you weren't so scared that you couldn't even move,
right? You
still wouldn't be able to keep up with him.
No.
It's just, nope. No. You'd be paced.
Yeah, forget actually being able to shotgun blast him.
Right. Even. And also, this is a great reasoning for why the antagonistic figure shows off abilities to the main character. It's, no. I know you have the potential, but you're too comfortable right now.
Yeah, I need to show you what you're up against in the next 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
And also the idea of like the main character is being forced into this.
Yep.
Now, this from a story standpoint is actually a really
dangerous move.
It's a really dangerous move because what you're doing is you're taking away some of the agency of the protagonist and making them react here.
Right.
However, what you're also doing is you're ramping up immediate investment on the main character and the audience's perspective because everything has been simplified.
Yep.
You will do this or I will kill you and everyone you love.
Yep.
That's very simple.
Mm-hmm.
We know exactly what the stakes are, and we know exactly what will happen because we saw him just display literally what he's capable of to a building. Boom! Kicks the head off. Or does he punch it off or something?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but the head literally rolls.
Yeah. Forget just the idea that your family is in danger here, Yusuke. he will start with you, probably just from a professional standpoint of you're probably the most serious threat.
Right.
But then he'll kill everyone else. And I believe him.
Right. That wasn't a threat. That was a promise.
That was a promise, exactly.
I mean, it was also a threat. But, you know.
It was both,
yeah.
So, okay. The Dark Tournament, we're starting it here. Yep. We're getting that whole Hunter bit where we get into the Zeppelin and we head off to the Hunter exam.
Right, exactly.
Perfect. So there's going to be some strife along the way. Cool.
Sure.
I like it. Genkai, though, is the surprise fifth member.
I love it.
Well, okay. Can we talk about how this is not a typical shonen response to things with regards to tournaments?
Yeah, I feel like we're starting to get into the Togashi, like,
he's like, I don't play by
I'm
your
not going to play it
rules.
straight, you know, yeah.
Right. Usually in tournaments, the protagonist's mentor does not ever participate directly in the tournament. They watch and give commentary on the side.
Right.
That is typically how it goes. One reason for that is that the mentor is usually way stronger than the protagonist.
Right.
But in this case here, this is not a one-on-one, a whole bunch of things battle. This is a team battle.
This is a full-on MOBA. Like, all right, 5v5, let's do this.
It does not matter how strong they are because the other teams aren't concerned about balance.
Right.
This is not about
this isn't at a
fair
school.
Fight. This isn't at a school. Exactly. This isn't some heavily like protected, safe engagement thing where you're just knocking each other out, even though you're blowing like massive loads of energy into each other's faces. Yes, I know what I said.
Yeah. Brutally murdering each other.
This is a murder tournament. This is a death tournament.
And also, I want to point out that the fact that it is a murder tournament has been kind of, the stakes of that has been established because, or how our main character will relate to those stakes.
Yes.
Because he said he was specific, he thought he had killed Toguro.
Yep.
Right?
He did.
He's like, usually when I kill people, they don't come back to say hi, you know, so, all right, this is new.
Which means that our protagonist is being set up to potentially be forced to kill a whole lot of people.
And he'll be, for the most part, okay with that, I think.
Well, that's the part that's tricky, though, right? Is if he ends up meeting a whole bunch of these characters before actually fighting them, he'll get attached to some of them.
Possibly, yeah.
A
lot of them seem to be scumbag, you know, demons and stuff that are wanting to...
Yeah, totally. The kinds of people that would come here, I would expect most of them would not be the kind of people that you'd be really that bummed about killing. But, if you think this show will have zero conventions with regards to shonen anime, I fundamentally disagree. I think we're gonna see some teenager, young, human people coming in here.
Yeah, who's to say you're the only ones that are being forced into this?
Sure.
You know?
Or are just, really desperate for whatever that prize is.
Sure. Yeah. There are a lot of elements of like mystery and like grandioseness to this that I'm very much here for, because the way that the prize is something that no one even really talks about, it almost gives me that sense of like, well, yeah, classic mystery, we don't talk about the thing to build suspense, but it almost feels like a Voldemort kind of a thing, where it's like this is so big, we don't even want to say what it is.
Oh, okay. I felt like that was more of just a storytelling convention.
Just a storytelling convention?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I definitely could see it being something where it's like a wish-granting device that grants you like immortality kind of thing.
My mind definitely went to fate a little bit.
I really don't think it's going to be that. I think it's going to be something where like it will be a world-building mechanism, sure, but it could be something as simple as it's like a devil fruit, and if you eat it, you will gain crazy power.
Right. Because we previously had a tournament that was for gaining power in learning Genkai's abilities,
Genkai's techniques and stuff,
Right. And then we also have it established that there are items in this world that can confer power. So
I would assume it to be an item, so it could be a Grail equivalent, sure. But I could also see it being a thing that's just extremely valuable. And its worth is like in the 100 million kind of category, where it's you will be super mega set up for life. I could also see this being the kind of thing of where the thing itself is so ridiculous that it's not about people actually knowing what it can do, but it's about the legend of the thing, right?
Sure.
We don't know what it does. someone set it up as someone sponsored the tournament as
Right.
that as the prize.
Yeah.
And they get like 30% of the gambling proceeds or something, you know?
Right.
Like this could be a huge world building setup where it almost is irrelevant what the prize is. It's just that it would greatly impact someone's life if they had it.
Sure.
And then also, if these are team fights, it has to be something that is so easily divisible that it's not where the
That's a
five
great
at the end are
point.
going to have to fight over,
Yeah.
you know, the item itself or the prize.
But like,
So there's a lot of excitement built up here.
yeah, the stakes here are basically set up to be no holds barred, right?
Mhm.
And I love that.
Yeah.
The fact that we can have the master be brought in, that just absolutely tickles me because that means one, we could have a dramatic master death.
Yep, that's exactly what I was going to say.
But there's
Yep.
it makes sense if someone comes along and is like, I'm going to strong arm you into doing this. I'll kill you and everyone you love if you don't, right?
You better
Then
get strong.
You better get strong. Hell yeah, you'd get everyone you possibly could to help out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
See, here, I was secretly hoping, I didn't want to say it because
Uh-huh.
this is just my disappointment with regards to the thing that in Japan, Grim Reaper just means Shinigami, which just means they're
yeah.
people that ferry you from
Botan
death
busts
to life.
out a scythe and is
I
like,
want Botan to go Death Reaper form.
I know, me
and
too.
like have
Me
like
too.
her skeletal visage like exit her body and like
Oh, yeah.
have like a
Oh,
full
yeah.
on like
Uh-huh.
thing where her ore thing that she has transforms into the scythe, you
right.
know?
It like the wood part splits and then you realize there was a blade hidden in there that pops out or something.
Right. Or it's literally an illusion. But she
Sure.
looks at Yusuke and has that moment where she goes, with her smile.
I've put up a lot of shit from you over the last few months.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's then she looks back at Yusuke with that smile and goes, and Yusuke has this, I don't know whether to be
Yeah.
happy or terrified right now.
Right. Yeah.
Because Botan has been one of the most lovable characters, but
Yes.
also one of the most disappointing aspects of the world building for this story.
Right, as far as usefulness and stuff, and like, oh, I'm death.
See, that's the thing. I don't think she's that. I think
Right.
she's just literally a Shinigami.
Yeah, right. I help ferry people, not
Yep.
I am the one who does the work.
I am
you
the
know?
one that knocks and
Right. Yeah.
for whom the bell tolls, you know.
But this is like okay. One of the things that I was one of the reasons that I was so surprised from the previous episode is I was like, oh, maybe Togashi hadn't gotten that taste for like doing things differently. Because I was really expecting there to be that twist of, oh, you can't handle the Toguro brothers, right?
Right.
But I guess the twist is that no. I twisted the twist, right?
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I'm like, I know you're expecting a twist. I'm not going to do it. Because, and as far as the reasoning of why that happens, the fact that they were paid off beforehand, I love that so much. Because if they had like gotten, you know, okay, they get beaten by Yusuke, right?
Right.
Even if they were okay and like we'll run into them later.
Sure.
The fact that they got beaten by these kids,
we would have no more excitement about their fight.
Their cool factor kind of gets
Goes
put
down
a
a
damper
lot.
on,
Yeah.
you know, if you know what I mean.
And this is how you can have the cool factor of both sides be high and yet have them actually fight.
Right.
There is so much so many issues from a writing perspective, keeping the rule of cool of two parties in a fighting story
Right.
kind of thing high,
Yeah.
while having them already have fought. Usually what
Yes.
you have is you eke out the buildup as long as possible.
And cock tease it if you can.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Until there's that just that release when they fight and go at it, and it's wonderful. But in this case, Togashi's like, aha, I can do that. Yes,
Yeah.
I can do this.
Right. And it's a wonderful thing to make it so okay. High highs to low lows.
Sure.
Right?
Sure. Yeah.
We had the high of, oh my god, they actually won. They got Yukina out of there and
Right.
and they defeated these opponents that were so strong,
Yeah.
right? No. You sit on a throne of lies. That was all smoke and mirrors. And then we actually see our shonen protagonist pissing themselves scared.
Terrified.
As he should. Because any sane person would be.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
that makes me enjoy Yusuke so much more as a character.
Right.
Because Yusuke's quips and everything are fantastic. Yusuke's introduction at the beginning of this series.
Very
excellent.
good. Yep.
Love it, right?
Right.
And we have established that, yeah, Yusuke has a very good reason to be worried about his death, not just for his own sake, but because he's seen what it does to the people around him.
Right.
Now, this is an imminent threat.
Yeah.
It is inevitable. It is inescapable. You are helpless.
They will fight.
Yeah.
Now, this is Togashi we're talking about, though.
Mhm.
And
Who knows what'll happen?
One of the best things about Togashi is when he sets up a fight or a series of fights, you have no idea how it's going to go.
Right.
He refuses to conform to the typical norms when it comes to these types of stories.
We could get a York News situation.
We could get a Hunter exam situation.
Sure.
Do you remember the Hunter exam ended with Killua killing someone? And the tournament thing was just over. It was an inverted tournament too.
Right.
Like the types of things we could see here are the kinds of things that will make you and me, Jacob, go, I need to go back to my D&D campaign.
Yeah, I know,
and,
right?
like,
Yeah.
Take some notes here.
Also, I mentioned the whole thing of this could go in a York New direction. I just realized there are two very different kinds of fights that happened in York New.
Oh, that's true.
There's the whole
true.
Crollo thing. Then there's also the Ufogene.
Yeah. That's true.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I am.
And then there's also the best fight of York New. Oh, Naruhodo. But as you see, I don't have Nen.
No, yeah, that's what I was meaning. Yeah.
Well, because Crollo fought the Zoldyx. I thought that's what you were referring to.
Oh no.
I mean, that was a York New
That's
really
true.
cool fight.
That was really cool, but no.
Yeah. You were thinking of the Hisoka
the fight.
Yeah.
The fight that's built up to when you're like, yes. Nope.
Nope.
Wait, what? Nope.
Hisoka's just like, and I'm flaccid again.
I'm gonna need to take care of this somehow.
I'm so excited.
Uh-oh.
I'm so excited. Oh no! I bumped the thing. I bumped the thing. I'm sorry, guys.
But yeah, I
That
am
was so dumb.
I am very excited for this arc. Like, because I knew about the Dark Tournament, like that it exists.
Yeah, we'd heard plenty about it.
Right,
yeah.
but I didn't know where it actually like fell in the story. I
Sure.
figured if you're gonna have like a big tournament and it's like the super hype tournament, that it'd be a lot later than this, because then it's the let's introduce a billion different characters that are all super strong, and then that way you have like all of these different fights that you're looking forward to see.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think at this point though, this is Togashi being like, I'm really like, this is probably the thing that if anyone could give like some pretty legit criticism about Yu Yu Hakusho, it's that you can tell he's having a little bit of trouble introducing his world, like grander stuff in a seamless way.
Okay.
And this little criminal saving Yukina arc was I need to get that in as fast as possible.
right.
And this is working. This is working. The difference is that in order for Yusuke to have a reason to go to the Dark Tournament sans the cliche of, we kidnapped your girl.
Right.
Which I'm so glad they didn't do that.
Because they didn't need to.
They did a slightly
kill
better
everyone
thing, but it's
other
still
way.
a little bit of an awkward thing, as you can tell that it's still a bit jarring, is I will threaten you and kill everyone.
Right.
Why? Well,
And that-
I really want to fight you.
That does feel
And that is a little weak.
That does well. Not only is it a little weak. I mean, it's technically strong because it's very blunt and straightforward,
Yes, right.
But as far as like complex character motivations, it's a little bit weak. But
Yeah.
it also feels a little bit almost out of character for Toguro. Now, granted,
Well, we don't know Toguro.
we don't
that
know
much.
Toguro.
That's
Right,
the
right.
reason why I say it's weak, is we just don't know him
Yes,
well enough to
and-
know why this is such a big deal.
Exactly. So I can only assume that this is still in character, but it's a very different side of him than what we've seen, because he was the person who said no one needed to die today,
Yep.
right?
So
Now-
what's different?
What's
The fact that your pride was hurt here, the fact that maybe you actually got excited about fighting someone that's a human.
Right. Did
that's
you actually
stronger?
get surprised by Yusuke? And now you're like,
See, here's where I think things are a little bit funky.
yeah.
I think that Toguro and his brother have some kind of demon aspects about them. Some stuff that's gone on in their past. But Yusuke is just a human.
Sure.
And I'll bet in some way there's a connection to their humanity and Yusuke's.
Okay.
And that's something that they're like, oh,
it does
that kind of put a fire in my belly again.
Sure, yeah.
Because he seems so dispassionate.
Right.
Like, think about that, right? Toguro, the bigger
older
brother.
one, yeah.
Well, we don't know who's older or younger.
That's true.
Necessarily.
That's true.
In fact, I always assumed that the littler one was younger, just because that's usually how it be, guys. By the way, Jacob is older, younger, but much bigger than me, just in general. Yeah, he seems very monotone and dispassionate, and yet when he threatened him here, this was
there was some bite to it.
There was some bite to it.
I would understand if he was doing this as like this is what part of what he's been hired to do, and by bringing in these humans that have like done all this crazy stuff in the past, and maybe even specifically beaten me, you know, in a thing that I was paid to lose, that drums up the gamblings and stuff, and then that's how my employer makes a shitload of money because you know it's the showmanship of it all, right? And and maybe that's why he's got that chip on his shoulder, because
he's still being used a little bit.
He's still being used. I am being paid a ridiculous amount of money to temporarily put my reputation on the line in order to beat this kid. And now as a result of that, no, you have to be there because
I need to gain my reputation back.
You're right. It's all going to be very staged and stuff, but I don't like that it's happening at all. But the money's real good, and I do anything if the money's right. So.
Yeah, that actually is probably where I could see Togashi taking this. Is that this bit here that we had is a microcosm of the tournament. It's not about who wins or loses. It's about the fact that it's all going to be rigged.
Sure.
Like if you have this whole thing set up by crime bosses and stuff for gambling, House always has to win, right? That's the whole nature of gambling in general, is that whoever sets up the initiation for the gambling setup believes that there is a higher than 50% chance they have of winning, in at least the long term.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they wouldn't do it. Why would they do it? So in this case, at the very least, whoever's hosting this thing, whoever's setting this whole thing up, you know, the main honchos in charge of it.
Right.
Somehow believe that they're going to come out on top, even if it's just like concessions, tickets.
Yeah, right.
You know,
we can
services provided with businesses that are nearby the tournament.
Royalties
grounds.
On ticket sales are 105% because we make enough on the popcorn for it to be worth it. You know, but and the guy that hired Toguro, he seems like very wealthy, but he seems more of an up and coming. Like this is his big play. Like,
okay, that's a read.
I don't see him as
just
being.
You saw him as younger.
Well, sure, totally. Yeah. But I get the feeling he's not the one that like runs the dark tournament or anything, right?
That.
It's just he could be. But what I feel like is more likely is that he's I'm gonna be the super wealthy sponsor, you know, that is gonna put you guys forward. And I'm very curious who the Toguro brothers team up with, because they also need to be part of a team of 5.
They need to be a part of.
So they need 3 members.
With,
you know?
3 more people.
Yeah.
The other thing I could see being a legendary aspect of this tournament is that if they're teams of 5, Togashi might just say, screw the rules of typical anime fights and be like, we're going to have 5-on-5 fights.
Yeah.
Yes, that means all 5 of them on screen at the same time. No, there's not going to be crazy animation necessarily.
Right.
But you'll get to see 10 people fighting simultaneously.
And yet what's wonderful about that is that because this is to the death, you could have something where it comes down to 3 of the people from my team are dead.
Do you want to continue?
Right.
You want to give up?
Yeah.
You're at a disadvantage against any other team with 5.
Because if you have, if it's not just a 5-on-5, but it's a 5-on-5 tournament, what happens if you barely win with just the 1 person left alive?
Yeah. What do you
then
do?
Then you have to fight 5 people.
Yeah.
Oh, that seems like it's just be a thing that the crowd would eat up. You know, this is going to be a slaughter.
There's a Coliseum
Give it
aspect
your
to
best,
that could be
you know.
Really cool.
Yeah, die well.
Yeah, given that we know that there's some kind of grand stage, kind of stadium arena that they're going to be in.
Right.
Because of the OP, that's the kind of thing that I could definitely see characters going out. Especially, like, I kind of wanted this to be the case, but in the opposite, is that Kuwabara's like, you know, pointing his spirit gun at someone in execution style. They're the only person alive. And he's like, nah, it's not worth it, you know? And everyone's like, no, kill. And he's like, nah, screw you all, you know?
Flips them off.
Yeah, flips them off, exactly. Yeah. I could totally see Yusuke being the bad boy of the tournament where everyone's like, hates him, but then there's this small, like, group, everyone's like, yeah, Yusuke's team, go humans, woo!
And then Kuwabara's like standing up for Yusuke in the arena when everyone's booing him. He's like,
people chucking tomatoes and weird shit at him. And he's
Kuwabara,
like,
fruit ninjas it. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
One last thing I have to say about this episode is that sometimes Yu Yu Hakusho gets really goofy.
Oh yeah.
And there were a couple things that I adored from this.
Same.
The first one is the fact that Kenmore was like, yeah, I knew they were going to win just fine.
Yeah.
What do you want to do about the funeral attire and the eulogy?
What?
What?
What do you mean? Like, every leader needs to have backup plans just in case or something, you know?
That was amazing. But the other one, and this is one that Yu Yu Hakusho has done quite a few times, is the, the person's face is covered. Who are they? I wonder who they are. We got that twice this episode.
Motorcycle.
Yeah, motorcycle, and it's like, okay, excellent entrance, my dude. But yeah, and then once the glasses, are shown, then it's like, oh, it's you.
Oh no.
Right.
Who could it be?
But then at the end, it's like, oh, who is this? Who is this fifth?
You're the one
contestant.
Still thinking it could have been.
Hey, no, that was
still thinking it could have been Kenmore.
No, I just wanted to compare the outfits because it would just be so hilarious if it was. But yeah, Kenmore.
Jacob's a reactor needs to keep all options open for theories and stuff. It's not that I believed it had to go that way.
But the fact that the episode ended, like I think this is the first time an episode of Yu Yu Hakusho was ended with the pretense still being maintained.
Oh,
because with like Boten or Toguro, it was very like, oh, who is it? Oh, okay, I see. Right, but
right. Poor wow.
Yukina?
No.
EA?
Keiko.
Keiko. Oh,
yeah.
Just
abandoned at a disaster in this open city. What? The rest of the episode, we skipped 2 months. Who knows what happened?
Yeah. We go from that. Odds are Yusuke didn't even tell her. Sorry about that. Someone threatened my life and your life and said, and I handled it, but now I need to do this thing.
See, actually, that's the thing, though. I could see her actually coming to this thing because of the OP. There were 4 women, I think, in the OP that were watching very much a, like, tournament style, like,
please tell me we get a femme fatale team that joins in as well. No, that'd be crazy. It's a fight to the death. They probably don't want to do that casually, but
let me get the part there. So yeah. Oh yeah. Genkai is shown fighting with them in that part there.
Oh yeah.
Genkai was, I think, being set up for the tournament here. Yeah, Keiko's there, Boten's there.
The Kuwabara's sister, and then one other girl.
And then a new girl.
Yeah.
So I actually think I originally thought that one of these girls was Yukina. But I guess maybe not. Maybe Yukina doesn't actually form the girl
quintet.
Peanut gallery watching squad.
That's fine, because let's face it, the only end canon relationship for Kuwabara is Boten.
She did stand up for Kuwabara. It's like, hey, Kuwabara did not get rejected.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a long-distance relationship. And see, she ships them. Because she wants a happy relationship for Kuwabara. She wants Kuwabara to have, a wholesome...
And originally it might have just been now he's not going to be, going after me, but
I still want good things for him.
Right.
And no,
naturally.
It can't be me. I'm far too busy, and and my accent is impossible to locate.
Keiko, we're gonna get a point where Keiko, we're just gonna see her in her room, and it's gonna be like there's gonna be this like cork board with like postcards, and it's gonna be like
darts on Yusuke's face.
No, just number of times that Yusuke has stood me up and not given an explanation after, and it's just there are 11,419 stones on my wall.
Yeah. If you keep pulling this shit, I'm gonna get with Aaron. Aaron, that weak dick, I'm gonna fuck his brains out.
Oh my god. Kuwabara, I order you to
stay a virgin.
Anyways.
Hey, I mean, if any of them die in this tournament, they will have remained virgins like their whole lives.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. And hey,
although I do think it is cool that they're setting up a convenient way for one of them to die with Genkai actually being a part of their crew. Because then it's the thing of where in the OP we see the 4 of them evading that tornado. Genkai's not with them.
And like
Just
the
saying.
4 of them are like they're the squad.
They're
right?
the squad. They're the
squad.
boys.
Yep. Like if Togashi wants to kill like Kurama off or something like that,
I would honestly kill Kurama maybe, but I actually think you would actually kill Yusuke again. Weirdly enough,
you can't do that.
No, because I don't think that they would actually be willing to let any of the 4 stay dead. So have it not be a thing of where there's some twist with it. Have it be Yusuke. And it's a thing of where we need to go on a spirit journey again. And it's much more complicated and dark, and maybe there's like some stuff attached to it. But anyway.
Right. But Genkai, it's like that's
Genkai absolutely can die at any point.
And that would be an absolute dick punch if all of a sudden then, even if it's not we're down to 2, it's just we're down to 4, and maybe Genkai like specifically did something to save some of us in one of the fights or set us up to be able to win.
Yeah, I can see it. But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below. For our Patreon, you can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access. You can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.